As political protests intensifies across Pakistan, its army is being stretched thin, not just in manpower, but in morale. The very structure that once gave it strength is now becoming its greatest vulnerability. Pakistan's military is facing a slow, corrosive breakdown, not through a coup or open rebellion, but through quiet refusals, fractured loyalties, and operational fatigue that's masking deeper dissent. The Pakistan Army is organized into 11 corps, each responsible for a specific geographic zone and operational mandate. 11th Corps, headquartered in Peshawar, oversees operations in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and includes the Frontier Force Regiment, which draws heavily from Pashtun tribal areas like Swat, Dir, and Waziristan. These same areas are now the epicenter of PTM-led protests, declared unlawful under the Anti-Terrorism Act. Soldiers from these regiments are being ordered to suppress movements rooted in their own communities. Junior officers have begun resisting deployment orders, citing operational fatigue, a euphemism for moral refusal. The contradiction is stark. Troops are being asked to target the very people they grew up among. This isn't just a tactical dilemma, it's a psychological rupture. In Balochistan, 12th Corps, based in Quetta, commands the Baloch Regiment, which includes over 60 infantry battalions. These units are now being deployed alongside ISI and counter-terrorism department CTD operatives in Makran, Khyber, and Turbat, areas where forced disappearances and extrajudicial killings have surged. Soldiers are acutely aware that their participation in these operations could endanger their own families. Some battalions have refused joint missions outright, forcing command reshuffles and delaying operations. Internal memos from 12th Corps reveal rising tensions between field commanders and intelligence units, with terms like command incompatibility now used to mask dissent. The friction isn't just operational, it's existential. Punjab, traditionally the army's backbone, is now showing signs of strain. 1 Corps in Mangla and 4th Corps in Lahore oversee the Punjab Regiment, which includes hundreds of battalions deployed across Rawalpindi, Lahore, and Faisalabad. These units are tasked with containing Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan (TLP) protests, which have turned violent. Many soldiers have family members who sympathize with TLP's religious ideology. Intelligence intercepts suggest that movement plans are being leaked internally to avoid confrontation. Leave requests and medical exemptions have spiked, and military police units responsible for internal discipline are overwhelmed. Reports of verbal altercations, ignored orders, and logistical sabotage are increasing. It's not mutiny, but it's not discipline either. Even elite formations are not immune. The Special Services Group, SSG, Pakistan's premier special forces unit headquartered in Charat, has seen a wave of resignations, particularly among junior officers. Traditionally focused on counter-terrorism and strategic missions, the SSG is now being deployed for crowd control and urban suppression. This shift has triggered disillusionment in its ranks. These are not routine transfers, they are quiet exits by soldiers unwilling to be used as political instruments. The regimental system, once a source of pride and cohesion, is now a liability. Built on ethnic and regional identities, it is cracking under the pressure of internal deployments that pit soldiers against their own people. The army's strength has always been its discipline, its chain of command, and its ability to act as a unified force. But when soldiers stop believing in their commanders, when they begin to see orders as political rather than strategic, the institution begins to unravel. There is no manifesto, no tanks rolling into Islamabad, no dramatic standoff. But the signs are unequivocal. The Pakistan Army is no longer a monolith. Ethnic loyalties, fear of retaliation, and confusion about political objectives are eroding its cohesion. Corps commanders are requesting reassignments, citing unit fatigue. Infantry divisions are operating below strength. Intelligence coordination is breaking down, and the silence from within is deafening. This is not a crisis of logistics or tactics, it's a crisis of belief. When soldiers begin to question the legitimacy of their orders, the entire military structure becomes unstable. Pakistan's army, long seen as the final guarantor of state stability, is now being pulled apart from within. And in a country where the military has historically held the state together, that quiet unraveling may be more dangerous than any protest in the streets.